is the classic, and this boat is meant to go underwater, and I have a feeling he's ready to lock in and go as long as possible and get this thing going. You see, he's actually not as far back as he was, and he is locked in. Hopefully he can stay a little closer to the eddy this time, because that's going to make a big difference on whether or not he can get the score needed to move up. The good news is our next three paddlers already have medals, so they're going home with the medal. We just don't know what the order is, and that was a great mystery move with the exit move. And now he's actually a lot closer than he was on the previous ride, which means he has a lot more time to do the flat water needed. So he's already off to a great start, and I'm really interested to see what happens next.
And you can see how determined he is to improve on this ride. Definitely. So the Snoopy boat is a legendary boat. It's into so many words used by so many different people and shot by Mr. Stephen Wright himself, I guess. Anyone
that's willing to run the rivers they do with the squirt boats and smash their legs on the bottom, I'm always intrigued by. I definitely did not enjoy that aspect of squirt boating. And this is it. He needs to get this boat underwater right now. All right, the boat is down. His head is down. Let's see how long he stays. This is it. This is going to be the difference between holding on to third place or going longer. We're waving the flag because we know that we have a while till he's going to come up. This is his last chance. I bet he's just bursting his lungs, staying down as long as possible. He has the technique, and it is a solid one. That is it. Give it up for Taft. That was an amazing third and final ride. Regardless of what happens, he finished on a very high note. It's going to be really interesting to see what the score comes in at, because in the end, worst he can do is third, but he wants to move up in the positions, because in the end, you want that gold and silver, more ideally gold.
Yeah, we see his teammates, Josh and Andy, on the shore and cheering on him. Andy is a squirt boat downtime world champion as well, and he showed some really big rides here earlier in the contest.
Yeah, definitely. In the end, when it comes to this competition and the people around it, we're all here to try to do the best with each other and beat each other, but we all want to support each other and paddle as best as possible. You never want to beat someone when they're at their worst. You want to all paddle the best and see who comes out on top. And in the end, we're all here to cheer each other on. So definitely not going to be any issues with camaraderie here. And it looks like we're going to head to Hojo for an interview.
Hey, Taft. All right, Taft, we saw you. Taft, we saw you there in the, there we go. Taft, we were talking about what place you were. We're looking, you were locked for third. And then we looked up, and then you were gone. Because that's your signature. So that way you just waited to do your two big mystery moves. Was that your plan going in this last round?
You know, the difficult part with the mystery move is the variable of where you come up in the eddy. So you could get a 15-second ride, pop up in a prime spot, or a 15-second ride and pop up too far down the eddy line. So the strategy is just to go in, hope for the best, and then you pop up with enough time to pull off some tricks.
Nice. Well, good job. You were locked for third. Now we get to see what the Brits will do after this. Back to the booth.